This morning I read Seth Godin's newsletter titled Give Me One Reason. And I'll put a link to it in the video description because it's well worth reading. And it got me to thinking about the journey you're on as a college student or a college grad as you look for your first real post-college grad job. Now, I can promise you that on this journey, hearing the word no is inevitable. All the time, over and over and over again. When you learn to accept this, when you learn to accept that no is a part of the process, you'll have a happier life. It's a part of the process in life, including sales, including relationships, and including job search. I'm going to give you 3 ideas that you can use that will help you handle this rejection with more success. Before I share these ideas with you, if you want more of these ideas, then subscribe to the channel. If this video resonates with you in any way, give me a like, please. And if you have any question about the things that I share here in regards to college grads and job search and using LinkedIn, just ask me in a comment and I'll answer it for you. Here's number 1. Don't personalize the no. A rejection is usually about their decision, their needs, what's going on in their world, not your potential. Usually it's about them and not you. There are dozens and dozens of reasons that they're going to say no. There's lots of reasons why they selected someone else. You'll never really know what those reasons truly are. So stop trying to figure it out. Let me repeat. Stop trying to figure it out. Your job isn't to decode their rejection. Your job is to show up, get an answer, and keep moving forward. No is information. It's not defining you or your worth. Here's number 2. Say thank you and protect the relationship. Say thank you with a smile on your face. Say thank you sincerely. Yeah, the interview is over. Yeah, you didn't get the job, but the relationship's not over. So respond professionally. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for the interview. Let them know that you appreciate them, that they were willing to spend time with you. And let them know that, hey, maybe our paths will cross again in the future, and I look forward to that. This response does 3 things. Number 1 is it leaves a positive impression. Number 2 is it demonstrates maturity, which hiring managers and business owners will say that they struggle to find in a lot of college graduates. And the third thing it does, it keeps the door open for another conversation, a future opportunity. Look, companies all the time will hire someone and then realize they need that second or third candidate as well. And so they'll come back to the second or third candidate that left a great impression, accepted disappointment in a positive way. So don't burn a bridge that may become your next opportunity. Now here's my 3rd tip, and this one's really powerful. Measure progress, not by applications or offers, but rather by connections and conversations. Your first real job will likely not come from an application. Let me repeat that. Your first real job will likely not come from an application. So instead of asking, how many times have I been rejected? Ask yourself these questions. How many professionals did I meet this week? How many conversations did I get? What did I learn from those conversations? And who now knows my name and what I'm looking for? Look, every conversation expands your network and improves your interviewing skills, which is important, and it increases the odds that you're getting closer to the right yes. Every no gets you one conversation closer to the right yes. Let that sink in. A first great job isn't awarded to someone who never hears no. It's earned by the person who keeps smiling, who keeps learning, who keeps showing up and saying thank you. So accept no with a smile and thank you. And focus on the conversations and the connections in real life as well as on LinkedIn. And you'll get closer to the right yes. And you will live a richer life.